Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Bring that, you lady. 54 Mike. Hey, tight. Double right.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check 59. Hey. 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Mike 54. Quick talk. Omaha, ready move.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Taken in at the 22.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 20. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5
Jameis now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Ready. Number 53. Mike 53. I'm on. Flip. Shit.
1st down, Winston. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 36, Winston. This is Miller, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Red 80. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Like 7.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A big play there for KC. 65 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Mike, check, 59.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got an open man, it's Foster. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Number 53, Mike 53. Focus, defense, focus. 53, Mike.
A first down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
58, boys, 58. 58, wait. They're going to need some therapy after this. Hatchet.
Winston. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Winston now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10.
Check Mike 6. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Jameis again. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Miller. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Ready? 125. Come on. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. White. 58. Come on. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Jameis now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
58, come on. 17.
Here's Winston. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Winston again. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cordero Patterson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, 59, Mike to 59. 6-man.
Stafford on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Winston able to get away. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. He's back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check. Go 20. Right by 4. Come on. You better bring it.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 250. 54 Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Winston now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to pro.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18.
Hey, let's get this,
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Off the play fake, Winston. To the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mike. 180. 59. 32.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Strip that ball. Hey, easy. Motion. 54.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, black 22. Watch the out, watch the out.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end, Burton. A gain of 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
First down, Winston. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Colts.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis again. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. And that's complete to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Colts first
Ready.
down.
Mike, want to get that? Mike, number 53. Mike, let me go.
From the red zone now, Winston. Flush to his right. It's caught by Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Mike, ready. Flag, want to get that? Mike, it's a party now. Let me go. It's a party now.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
53, come on. 53, check 53. Here we go.
Third and goal, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run by Lindsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.